Welcome, friends. How are you? Last class, we have talked about the basic notes, Suddha Swaras and soft notes, the Komal Swaras in Indian classical music. And we have discussed about how to play Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni on flute, all the Suddha Swaras. Now, today, we are going to discuss about to clear the blows of uh, of using the tongue in flute. In last class, we have prescribed you tips that whenever you blow the flute at primary stage, you use thu, like so. Whenever you play sa, you just utter thu, 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 thu in this way. Now you multiply it by 2, that means you play it twice. The sargam or the harmonic notes will be sa sa, re re, ga ga, ma ma, pa pa, dha dha, ni ni, sa sa, sa sa, ni ni, dha dha, pa pa, ma ma, ga ga, re re, sa sa. In this way, you blow and practice this sargam on flute. And remember, you blow it like thu 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 in this way. So this has a practical implementation on flute with the rhythm. The basic sargam we have learned so far actually is based on Tintaal. Today we are going to discuss about Tintaal, and there are numerous number of rhythm or tals in Indian classical music. For learners, Tintaal is the most important and the most primary tal to learn. Importantly, Tintaal is the most advanced rhythm also. Most advanced ragas, advanced bondeshes, advanced compositions are also played in Tintaal, along with the basic or very minimal and simple bandeshes or compositions also played in Tintaal. So it is very important to understand Tintaal, its beats and its nature and its position of beats. Today, so far from last class and today's class, we have found two sargams. That is, one is sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. And today we have found another one, which is sa sa re re ga ga ma ma pa pa dha dha ni ni sa sa, sa sa ni ni dha dha pa pa ma ma ga ga re re sa sa. Now friends, if we add up or cumulatively think of these two lessons, are interrelated. In terms of rhythm, we can apply it on Tintaal and we can practice it simultaneously every day. How to learn how to play these sargams on Taal? You need to know about the Taal. Today's class is basically based on the first lesson of your Taal and Sargam, which is about Tintaal. Let's discuss about what is Taal or rhythm. Rhythm is actually a cycle of beats which are occurring after a certain period of time, periodically and continuously. So, a Taal or rhythm must have a defined number of beats. And what is beat? Beat is the unit of a Taal, the smallest part of a Taal. Tintaal has 16 beat. That means Tintaal is composed with 16 beat, and each beat has defined sound. Tintaal is divided in 4 parts and each part has 4 beats, and it is a symmetric rhythm or symmetric Taal. In Indian classical music, there are 2 types of Taal, which is symmetric and asymmetric. Symmetric means it is called in Hindi, symmetric talas are samopodital. Symmetric rhythm or symmetric Taal or sampodital has equal number of beats on each parts, and Tintaal or Tintaal has 4 parts and each parts has 4 beats, and every beat has distinguished sound. The first beat of Tintaal is called as Shom. The starting beat is defined as Shom. So Shom is a indicative symbol or sound that the cycle of Tintaal or this Taal has been started. And Tintaal has another position that is called Fak or empty. Fak is pronounced in Hindi or Bangla, which means a position, a defined position in Taal. We will see the Shom and Fak is present is most of the rhythms in Indian classicals. There are other rhythms on which you will not be able to find any Fak or empties. Let's discuss more about Tintaal. The Bolbani or pronouncing method of Tintaal we are going to discuss now. It is Dha, Dhin, Dhin, Dha, Dha, Dhin, Dhin, Dha, Na, Tin, Tin, Na, Te, Te, Dhin, Dhin, Dha. Now, please look at my counting on the finger. Its start beat is dha, and this is the shom, which is the starting beat. Now I am counting the tal from its second beat. Dhin, dhin, dha. Again, dha, dhin, dhin, dha. We have passed 8 beats of Tintaal so far. Now we are coming to its ninth beat, which is the empty or funk, which is pronounced as na. It's the ninth beat of the Tintaal. Tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha, dha. And it again comes to its shom. After 16 beat, the Tintaal is occurring again and again, and thus a rhythm is fulfilled or presented. So, learning the rhythm, we have to focus on its first cycle only. The first cycle will be recurring after a certain period of time, like this: dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, na, tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha. One cycle is completed, but the rhythm is still running. So, what it will be? Again, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, na, tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, na, tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, na, tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, na, tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha, dha. So, I have pronounced or recite 4 cycles of the Tintaal. To show the Tintaal with your hands by clapping, it's a popular method or a mandatory method in classical music, Indian classical music, that you need to learn rhythms by your heart, by your memory, and through clapping you must show the tala or rhythm. So how to show Tintaal by clapping? Okay, I'm going to show you, and you need to practice whatever I have shown, or I have recited the tala like this. You practice Tintaal. It will help you understand the rhythm, understand the laya. Laya means the speed. I can differentiate between various speed of a rhythm. Now we are going to show you the clapping practice of a tal, how to practice the rhythm or show the rhythm through your hands by clapping. Dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, na. This is the empty. We show it like this: na, tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha. This is one cycle is completed, and if you want to stop showing the rhythm with one cycle or by one cycle, then you finish it showing the next cycle's shom. Okay, let me give you the practical example. I am going to show you Tintaal by showing only one cycle. Then how I will show it? I will show it like this: dha, dhin, dhin, dha, dha, dhin, dhin, dha, na, tin, tin, na, te, te, dhin, dhin, dha, dha. The next dha is the starting beat of my next cycle of Tintaal. So far, I think it's clear to you. Now it comes to the speed. There are three defined speed in classical music, Indian classical music, which is Vilambit, which is another is Madhyalaya, and another is Dhrutalaya. Slow, medium, and fast. At present, at our primary stage, we will try to stick around the medium speed, which is Madhyalaya. Now, I am going to show you how we can practice the two sargams we have learned so far in Tintaal. Let's count the finger first on our first sargam, which was sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. Let's start. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. How much? Only 16. So 16 beat of Tintaal, and the sargam has 16 notes from Arohan to Avrohan. Then 16 is matched. We can play the 16 notes of sargam in our 16 beat of Tintaal, starting from the first beat. To practice, we need to have a rhythm software, or we might go to a tabla player or tabla guru to learn about this tal and how to practice it. The sargam will first be played in the single laya or single speed. That is, which is the basic speed of your rhythm, and you are playing with it, each note on a single beat. This will be called single speed. I will be giving you examples now on, calling it single speed and double speed for your understanding. So, one note in one beat will be called single speed, and two notes in one beat will be called double speed. Now I am showing you a software which is a rhythm software, which name is also rhythm, and I am using this app, purchasing it from Google Play Store. You can also purchase it, and here I am selecting Tintaal or Tintaal. You can tune your tanpura from here also, and also use tabla from here also. I am using tabla only from here. We will have a dedicated class or discussion on tanpura separately within few days. Now I am setting its tempo on 100. Okay. Dha, dhin, dhin, dha. Na, tin, tin, na. Te, te, dhin, dhin, dha. Dha, dhin, dhin, dha. Dha, dhin, dhin, dha. My suggestion to you, you use this app or any other app, or you can find tabla loops in YouTube also. Find search a tabla loop of Tintaal in YouTube for your convenient speed, and then practice these two sargam. First one is the single speed sargam and second one is the double speed sargam, which means you need to play sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa in each beat, starting from the shom or the first beat, and you practice the double speed, which is sa sa re ga ga ma pa dha ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. You have to play two notes in a single beat, which will result in double speed. Okay, and how to practice this? I am going to start from the start beat or shom of Tintaal and practice it one by one. First single beat, then double speed. First single speed, then double speed. Single speed, double speed. Single speed, double speed. In this way, I will continue. Let's see how it will sound. In this way, you practice one after another. First go for the single speed, then double speed. Again single speed, double speed. At first, you may find it difficult to play in 100 BPM. You may lower it to 80, 85, 86 BPM also. This practice is the very minimal or very primary and very important practice for learning Indian classical. The concept of speed, the concept of lay, the single speed playing and double speed playing is the most essential for learning Indian classical. At first, you practice the sargams, the basic 7 notes in flute, and make it very clear. The sound should be no distorting or distuned. It will be crystal clear to hear. Judge yourself while you play so that there is no mistake or there is no distortion of any sound of any notes, then go for the double. You may also increase the multiplication of, like sa 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 sa, re ga 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 ga, which is multiplied by 4. For sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa. You can practice it like sa 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 sa, re ga 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 ga, ma pa da ni sa sa sa. It will be fourth. That is, it will be quadruple speed of your basic speed. And what is the benefit of this practice? It has two benefits. One, you will get the idea of playing same notes singly and doubly, single speed and double speed. Another is your tongue will be capable of pronouncing or throwing or blowing difficult parts of the flute. Your tongue will be very relaxed, strong, and clear to play the flute. So, this is another tip for primary or new flute players. Please try to practice these lessons every day. Within 7 days, your blowing will be crystal clear and you will have a strong grip on playing the flute. And every time you try to hold the flute, and sometimes there are questions that blowing is not coming properly, please check for is there is any leak or empty space of your hold, like these or these. So whenever you cover the hole, try to feel that your finger pads are covering the holes properly or not. If you maintain the covers properly, the sound will be good. So today we are going to close the session. Hope you will find these lessons very helpful, and there are many other tips coming on our next sessions. And always try to understand what you are playing on flute. Try to play flute through your mind. Use your brain what you are playing. And today's discussion and lesson is all about single speed and double speed. What are the sargams? Sargams are sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa, which are based on Tintaal. Thank you very much.